Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Today, we're going to go back to our little segment I like to call I Saw This So You Didn't Have to. Get ready. I went and saw the new movie, Nope. That's Nope. If you don't know about the previous for it, I've had a lot of people saying, what is that? That is the newest movie that came out last week. So July 22nd, it was a Friday, it came out. I saw it on the 23rd. And it's an alien movie. And I have not experienced a decent alien movie since Signs came out in the early 2000s. Okay? So it's been a while since I've seen a good alien movie. And I thought it was going to be very promising based on the previews and the whole idea of it being aliens. I thought, okay, yeah, we'll go see it. We were really excited to go see it. My friend Lynn and I went and saw it. And why? This movie had so much going on that it was just stupid. When I get asked, did you like the movie Nope? My answer has been, nope. Why is it so bad? Why did this movie have to be so bad? It was so bad, it could have been good. So there's spoilers. If you don't want to get spoilers, click off now. I'm not going to tell exact word for word everything that happened, but I am going to give you a synopsis of what happened so you can understand why Nope is a nope, okay? So the movie starts out with this guy, and he's actually the main character from the movie Get Out. And he plays the boyfriend on Get Out. And he's the main character in this. And that's one of the reasons why I was excited, because I'm like, oh, I like that guy. Don't know his name, but I like him. I thought he was really good. I did realize that he does not have many facial expressions. I don't either. I go from resting bitch face to whatever. But he's like the new Kristen Stewart when it comes to emotions. Just like in Get Out and in Nope. He has Kristen Stewart face. Like, dad dies. Alien attacks the farm. Alien steals your horse. There's a bunch of people missing from a theme park. Your sister's upset. Yeah. Huh. That sucks. Running away from an alien. That was what he did the entire movie. So perhaps I don't like him as much now because he's the new Kristen Stewart for me. But he was just so unimpressed with the script. Even as like the movie went on, it was almost like you could tell that he hated this movie himself. He's like, I don't want to be here. I don't like this movie. This sucks. I don't know how we made billions of dollars the first day, guys. Well, we did it. It was bad. So this guy is outside working the ranch with his dad. And things are going well. And then all of a sudden, like, all the power goes down. Like, even if it was, like, electric or he's a satellite, everything went down for a second. And his father's on a horse, and all of a sudden he collapses. And he's bleeding, and they don't know why. And they're like, there's this loud noise going on. So they go to the hospital, and the dad dies. And he's like bleeding profusely from his head. He dies. And so they give him what killed his dad, and it was a nickel. Like an actual nickel, like money. And so they give that to him. They put it in a hazard bag, let him take it. Weird. And then he sees that the horse that the dad was on has like a key, like a car key, stuck in its back. Weird. And so their explanation for it was that there was a plane that must have blew up or something, and that came and fell and hit him just the right way and hit the horse. So it's like, we fast forward like 6 months. And let's talk about the beginning of the movie, because the beginning of the movie was weird. During the opening, like, credits for, like, Monkey Paw Credit and those other companies that they present at the beginning, they have, like, this audio of this old show, but you don't really know what the show is. You can kind of hear it, but you can't hear it. You don't know what's significant about it. It was weird. And all of a sudden, like, there's, like, joking, and it's, like, you can hear the comedy track in the back laughing, and then all of a sudden you hear screaming. And you can hear this, like, this chimpanzee noise, and then it opens up. Your first scene is this chimpanzee covered in blood, just sitting around, looking around at all the dead people on the floor. Like, everyone's, like, on the floor, not moving, and, like, then it cuts to this boy that was actually, and the older version of this boy is Glenn from Walking Dead. So Glenn, we're going to call him Glenn because I can't remember his name. So young Glenn from Walking Dead is underneath the table. And then we cut to the farm scene with the horses, and the thing falls from the sky and kills the dad. Right. So 6 months later, we go to the theme park. The main character, that's Kristen Stewart, goes to the theme park, and he's selling a horse to Glenn from Walking Dead. And because he needs money. Him and his sister have already had a conversation that, hey, we're going to lose the ranch. We need to either sell it or we need to keep making money. So he's selling his horses to the theme park with the desire to eventually buy them back. We also see that they are they're the first and only Black-owned company that offers horses for Hollywood, because they're in California. And so it shows you a scene where they're trying to get a commercial shot with one of these horses, and the sister shows up late, so she's not very reliable. Kristen Stewart's sister sucks. So, does she have a sister in real life? She does in the movie. So, Kristen Stewart's sister is, like, very unreliable. She sells all of her stuff that she does instead of working for the company, kind of thing. She's trying to promote herself. So, there's an incident with the horse where, like, they get in, like, the horse's face, and they're making loud noises, and the guy's like, stop. And he's not very good with communicating with people. Kristen Stewart has social anxiety in this movie. So they are struggling because it didn't go well, because they made the horse freak out, and they said, we're just going to use a fake horse. It's not good to have this horse here. So he takes the horse. He's taking the horse to the theme park. And that's when we meet Glenn from The Walking Dead. Literally, this is all I was thinking about during the movie, was he has facial expressions like Kristen Stewart. I keep waiting for someone to say, get out. And now Glenn from The Walking Dead is no longer dead. He has both eyes in his eye socket, and he's alive. Everyone tell Maggie he's alive. He's alive. So we go into Glenn's office, right? And there's a secret office in there that shows all these, like, memorabilia from these shows he was in when he was a kid. And the theme park he's in, like, this old weird Western show. And there is all the things where the chimpanzee was there. And he lies about the fact that, like, oh yeah, it was a great show, and there's going to be a reboot. It was wonderful, the happiest times of my childhood. And throughout the movie, we keep going back to this chimpanzee. And it keeps showing, like, every time a loud noise, like a balloon would pop, the chimpanzee would freak out, and he would attack people. And so it was to the point where, like, everyone's on the ground. The little girl gets hit to the ground. He's beating her up. He's punching her. And then he starts eating her face. Randomly. And then the guy, Glenn, even says, like, this was one of the many monkeys that played whatever the monkey's name is. We'll call it Curious George. Okay, so the Curious George is played by multiple chimpanzees. Is Curious George a chimpanzee? What kind of monkey is Curious George? Okay, so according to Google, Curious George was a Barbary macaque or a chimpanzee. One of the two. So, okay, Curious George, it works. So, this little girl that he beat up, like, she's like 10 or something like that. He knocks her over. He's beating her really hard. And he starts eating her face. And, like, you can't see him eat her face, but he's, like, leaning over her. And you can hear the slurping noises. And there's blood everywhere on him. And he goes to look at something else. He, like, snaps out of it and starts looking around like, where's everybody? What happened? And the girl starts to move and say, Curious George, why'd you do that? So he goes back and beats her up some more and starts eating her face again. Meanwhile, little Glenn is underneath the table, watching all this. And we keep going back and forth to this scene. I don't understand why. I don't. And every time the balloon pops, because there's balloons on scene, because it was Curious George's birthday. So they had balloons, and that's what supposedly set it off. I feel like this whole part could have been its own movie. Like, literally, this could have been its own movie. Everyone in that scene has PTSD. For some reason, there's people dead in the audience. The monkey has not left the stage. And any of these memories that this old Glenn and young Glenn, none of them have the monkey leaving the stage. So Curious George stays on the stage the entire time. But somehow, people in the top row of the audience are dead. Are they pretending to be dead? Or are they dead? They got ketchup out of the concession stand, poured it on themselves, and just sat there like this. That's what happened. I get it. That's what happened. What happened? I don't know. Why this has anything to do with it, please educate me. If you know in the comments, educate me. This is me before I Google why was this important. So educate me if you can figure it out. So we go back and forth, and eventually Curious George sees young Glenn from The Walking Dead underneath the table. And old Glenn makes a point to say, we were the official first fist bump on TV. And it reminded me of Full House, the way they were doing the show. But it was really stupid. And so, like, the monkey goes in like this for a fist bump. So he's getting ready to fist bump the monkey, and then the SWAT team comes in. A whole SWAT team comes in for a chimpanzee. A little chimpanzee required an entire SWAT team. But before that happened, dumbass fake Glenn Walking Dead dad that is very, very white, comes down the stairs saying, Gordy, you should do that. Well, we're going to call him Curious George because I just remember his name is Gordy. He's like, Curious George, no, Curious George, no. And I'm like, why did you come back downstairs? You were downstairs when this was happening. And you went upstairs, obviously, because you were downstairs when the first balloon popped. We saw that. And all of a sudden, you're upstairs. And now you come downstairs like this is authoritative. Now, Curious George, don't kill me. That's what happened. And so if Curious George chases white dad into the kitchen and kills him. And then we do the fist bump thing, and then the SWAT comes in. That, like, I feel like talk 10 minutes about just that. Aliens had nothing to do with that. I don't know what's happening, but it's there. Please tell me why. Please. I feel like it could have been its own movie. Seriously. So, because it was scary. Enough. It was weird. It was creepy. Maybe that's what they were going for. They couldn't make it with the aliens, so they had to create another side story. I don't know. But I was disappointed with it. But anyway, we go back to the Kristen Stewart and family. So, Kristen Stewart and family, they decide they need money for the ranch. The ranch is going downhill. They need money. No one's wanting to use their horses for shows. It's easier just to have fake horses, fake animals. So they really are not needed as much. And their dad really ran the show. Their dad's personality is what kept things going, really. So they are struggling. Sister's trying to convince Kristen Stewart to sell his part of the ranch so that they just move on. Sister of Kristen Stewart doesn't want anything to do with it. So they start noticing weird things, like the power keeps going out, whether it's like a satellite power or electric power, everything goes down. And then their horses are missing. And there's weird lights in the sky, they're trying to figure it out. And one night, the male version of Kristen Stewart sees a horse outside and goes to get it. And this spaceship is flying through the sky. It's like this flat metal ship thing. It's flying through the sky, going behind the clouds. And eventually it sucks up the horse and a few things with it. And we're like, okay, an abduction. Yes, alien stuff, right? Yay! But I'm like, why did they take the horse? What are they gonna do with the horse? What? Why horse? Did the alien want to ride a horse? What is happening? Why a horse? So they decide that they're gonna catch this on camera. That's how they're gonna fix the ranch. That's how they're gonna save everything, because they're gonna get an alien on camera. So they get this weird guy from the security system who's just a jerk to set up the security system that was not electric. I think it was battery or something. Because they noticed that like their cameras didn't get anything that they already had because they all went down. It was like the power problem. So they set all these up. And the first night they have it set up, camera guy's creeping on their cameras, by the way. And so they set it up, and a praying mantis gets onto the camera that's showing everything that's happening. And just blocks the camera the entire time. And so like they're trying to move the camera like this. Trying to get the praying mantis off the screen. They're doing up, down, side, side. Just so they can get this praying mantis off the screen. And it's just sitting there like, hey, how you doing? There's something behind me, isn't there? This is great. Hi. Is this my good side? Or is it this side? This side? Hey. That's what this praying mantis was doing. He was blocking everything that they were showing. And in between time, they stole Glenn from Walking Dead's plastic horse at the theme park with a ribbon so that they could catch the alien on screen in the spaceship. The spaceship. That's what they think it is a spaceship. And of course, spaceship comes along, sucks up the plastic horse. The ribbon is so long that it's like tailing behind the spaceship. It's like still outside of the door. So there's a cloud. It hides in this cloud that never moves, right? That's not stupid enough as it is. It hides behind this cloud. And it has a string underneath it. Like this colorful banner just hanging from the outside. I don't know why I think that's funny. That was like the best part of the movie. So, creepy things are happening. They think they get footage, but they don't because the praying mantis, blah, 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 right? So, every time, and this happened multiple times, where a character would say, nope. Like, they see the spaceship. Nope. You should go out there. Nope. And every time I heard CinemaSins on YouTube go, roll credits, I just kept thinking, roll credits. Every time they said nope, roll credits. So CinemaSins, I am waiting for you to do your version of this because I want to hear you say roll credits as many times as I did. So they decide to hire a weirdo video friend guy to help them record sightings of this alien. And they're even trying to get a producer that they've met to help them. And he's kind of wishy-washy about it. And they have a night where there's going to be like an event at the theme park. Glenn from Walking Dead's theme park. So Glenn from Walking Dead has also seen these aliens. And he has decided to make it a sideshow where he offers a horse to the aliens. And so he has these people in the crowd. They're watching the show and he's like, okay, I'm going to put this horse out. And at any minute, we're going to see an alien. We're going to see the spaceship and it's going to suck them up, right? But everyone stay in your seats. It's fine. We're cool, right? So, something goes wrong. I don't know what it is. They eventually claim it's because you look at it. They've decided that you only get sucked up by this spaceship, which ends up being an alien on its own. It's an alien. The spaceship-looking thing is actually an alien that's an animal, and it's territorial, and it's hungry. So it's like a shark in the sky, basically. And so the horse refuses to move. It's like, I'm not going out there. This is like your 15th show. I'm not doing it. So the alien senses that everyone is staring at it. So the alien goes up and sucks everybody up in the stands. Sucks all the people in the stand, sucks up all these, like, metal things and everything. Sucks it up. And you see them go through what looks like a fallopian tube of some kind. And they're just like stuck in this and they can't move. They're being crushed by each other because there's like 20 people in there. And there was also the little girl that was on the show that got attacked by the chimpanzee and half her face is missing. They showed her in the previews and nope. I was hoping she'd have a better backstory than that. She interested me. I'm like, oh, what happened to you? Aliens sucked her up too fast to find out. But anyway, so the alien sucks up all these people. But they're stuck because there's a big, huge fake horse inside the alien's tummy. So the alien has a tummy ache. So the alien decides to go back to Kristen Stewart's house and have diarrhea all over their house. It was like Amityville Horror meets... What's another movie where there's blood coming out of the walls? You get it. But anyway, there's like blood pouring down their house like a big rain cloud, and it's just this alien like puking its guts up all over their house. And like there's metal hitting things, there's signs, there's things that horse finally falls out, but there's blood everywhere because all those people were stuck inside of that fallopian tube thingy because the horse was blocking its stomach, so I had to purge all that out of it. So there's blood and people everywhere. Do they call the cops? No. Are they scared? Yeah, Kristen Stewart's like, oh no. That's weird. I'm gonna stay in this barn right now. Huh. So then they go to... What is that? Oh, it's a hinge. I thought it was a bug. That's a hinge. I thought it was a bug. I'm like, what is that? So then they go to Camera Guy's house because the aliens tried to suck up the house. Didn't do it. I don't know. At that point, I was making fun of things. And they're just hanging out at Camera Guy's house, and then they go out to dinner. Like, nothing happened. Don't call 911 because there's, like, body parts everywhere. No one cares. So, finally, the producer calls him back and says, I will help you. I have a camera, which he has some weird footage. It's, like, nature footage, but it's, like, of, like, this anaconda eating a tiger and other things. It was weird. And so he's apparently known for weird nature documentaries. And so they convince him to come. And he has this old camera that he made that you have to crank it. And that was the only way they were able to get footage because it's the only thing that like wasn't used by a satellite or batteries or by electronics or anything. It didn't require anything of that, so it wouldn't go down. Because every time the alien got close, the power would go down, and that's how they knew that like if they were coming because it was loud, because all the things were going, and all the power went down. So they steal again. They steal all these those woo men, the things that they have like at car shows and like they wave and stuff like that. They have those, and they stick them around the farm so they can see exactly where the alien is, so they can record it. And Kristen Stewart decides that he's going to be the bait. And he takes his horse, and they start running. And, like, they cover the horse's face because they've discovered that the alien will only get you if you're looking at it. It thinks you're judging it. I mean, I looked at it a lot. Not the prettiest alien. And so he's running around, and, of course, there's other people that get in the way, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? They die. Spoiler. So he gets them to chase. So he gets the alien to chase him and the horse. And he puts these reflectors on the back of his hoodie, on the hood, so it looked like he was watching him from the back so that it would follow him. And it did. Apparently, if it just has two round circles, it automatically thinks his eyeballs. Because it followed him and he was going to suck him up so they could get on camera. Camera guy thinks this is so cool that he's getting it on footage, so he decides he's going to get sucked up by the alien and get it on footage. He takes the camera with him. That makes sense. So we don't have any footage because he gets sucked up by the camera because he thinks it... By the alien with the camera because he thought it was, like, cool. and he wanted more footage. And then our camera friend, the weird camera friend that's a jerk, he gets wrapped up with a tarp and barbed wire. Where did the barbed wire come from? Like so many people say it would be a fence, but he wasn't near a fence. It just showed up. But anyway, he's alive. And so Kristen Stewart's sister gets the alien to leave her brother alone by going back to the theme park, which is apparently in our backyard. She drove the person that died before them, his motorcycle, to the theme park. And she decides that she's going to get pictures of the alien with this weird well thing that takes your picture from the sky. And like you put the money in, you crank it, and then it's in the sky. So she gets the alien to swallow. I'm skipping a lot. But she gets the alien to swallow a balloon that looks like a cartoon version of Glenn from The Walking Dead. And it has ribbons and stuff like that. And it basically looked like a rat that drank a bottle of Coke and can't burp. Exploded. And as it's eating that, she's taking pictures of it. And so now she has pictures. But while she's taking pictures of this, the news broadcasters are there recording all of this because the theme park, basically everyone disappeared. No one knew what happened to them. So that was like the news people were there for that. But she brought the alien to the news. See, it's so crazy I can't even talk. So she brought the alien to the theme park. And news crews are there, so they're recording it. So her pictures mean nothing now. She's not the first one to have footage. The news people do. And it was all just so they could get stupid pictures. They all almost died so they could get picture evidence of an alien. It's never explained why the alien's there. It's never explained why it's just one large alien. That is like a territorial animal, basically. It never explains where's its owners, if it's an animal pet thingy that's on the loose. Are there more of them? Where'd it come from? Why did it only eat horses? Is it just convenience? Did it need the food to survive? Or is it like a Titan on it, Attack on Titan, and just eats because it can? Why? Was any of that answered? Nope. 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 Nope, it wasn't. And Glenn from Walking Dead died. Sorry. He died again. He was kind of diarrheaed all over their house. So, because the horse made the alien have a tummy ache. That is my review of Nope. With spoilers. You can make the decision if you want to see it yourself. I kind of ruined it for you. So sorry. I would give it a 4 out of 10. I want to give it a 5 because now I think it's funny. But when I saw it, I'm like, what is happening? And I know I can't expect another Signs movie. There's only one Signs movie. But you know that fear of when that alien walks out during the birthday party that they have in a different country and they see the alien walk by and you see it for a second, or like when the alien puts its hand underneath the pantry door and Mel Gibson cuts off his fingers. That fear, or when the fear of, or the excitement when they grab the kid and they're holding onto it and sprays the poison into his face and then Meryl swings away on him and hits him with a bat. That excitement, that fear, I wanted that. I wanted to feel that again, and I didn't get to. And I think that's why I'm disappointed. I wanted that story, I wanted that feeling, and I didn't get it. So that's just me, but yeah. 4. I was really disappointed. I'm gonna go see it, I recommend waiting till it's on DVD. Don't spend the big money on going to see it with your family and $50 to go see it with popcorn and stuff like that. Watch it at home if you want to see it. But from a scale to nope to yep, it's a nope. Bye guys. Have a good day. I'll see you around. Hopefully I'll have more movies to talk about soon. See ya!